Well, good morning, everybody. I'm working in the shop today. I want to do first thing a very in-depth, as good as I can at least, walkthrough on how to change this cable. It's the cable that engages the blades on the 30-inch Toro Timemaster lawnmower. And you can see the problem here. These two pieces are supposed to be connected. And the problem is when that's connected, you see what it's doing there? How it pulls up on the cable? So this is just constantly flexing in here and it snaps. I go through a couple of them a year. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. It's the dumbest design. I don't know what I could do better, but it just seems dumb to me. But it is what it is. I love the mower, so it's kind of what I have to go through. So I purchased, I think I only paid like $16 for it. Purchased this guy on Amazon. Let me get it out of the bag. Alright, so we're going to start off with a good old-fashioned American 3/8 socket. We're going to remove bolt from there, bolt from there, and then there's another one right back in the shadows right there. You can barely see. I'm just going to use my little screwdriver guy here. These things are like the dumbest tool ever made until you need them, and then they're pretty awesome. And what this is going to do, this is going to expose all of the belt system. And since it's belt drive, that's going to get us where we need to be. Now, I'm going to warn you right now, there's one part of this process that sucks, and that is getting the spring back on there, because it looks like they want you to disassemble a whole lot more than you have to. And I did it last time without disassembling everything, though. I just remember it was a pain in the rear because you gotta get your hand in there, and you know, you gotta pull the tensioner over and get the spring on it, and there's no room to work. So yeah, it's kind of a pain, but it's doable. I did it. So yeah, see, this other cable is right there. Our cable screw is right there. Set that down, and this is the only screw I really pull out because otherwise it'll fall out. And then you just remove. Can I get you on the tripod here so you can see it? And then you just kind of pull up and out. All that comes off. All right. So this is the cable we're replacing. Can you see it down there? Sure you can. So we got to loosen that guy, but we'll get there. And then it goes back to that spring down there. You see what I'm saying? That's just a pain in the butt. It's a good time to check all the belts, though. The belt still looks good. I snapped this timing belt. That was another pain in the butt. But is that a 3/8 too? That might be a 3/8 too. Let's see what we can do there. Set you guys right here. Will that work? Can you see that? Oh, sure you can see it. I need a different tool. What do I need? So for this one, we're going to use the little baby socket, or the little baby ratchet wrench. Unfortunately, I think mine is broken, so I hope I don't break my knuckles trying to get this thing out. I'm trying to remember if this has to come all the way out. Can you guys see okay? I think you can. Yeah, that's going to have to come all the way out. We'll just get it out of our way. And there's the bracket that's for like your tension. So we'll set that up there. All right, now our cable's loose. I think we go around to the handle side now, and I got to cut some zip ties. We'll go up there and look at that. So up on the handle now, we are going to loosen that little bolt right there. I'm pretty sure we can use our exact same 3/8. Nope, it's a bigger one. For this one, we're going to use a 7/16. And we're just going to loosen this bracket up. And the only reason we're loosening this up is to get this cable out of this little loop here. I gotta set you guys on something so I can hold all this assembly together. If I remember right, you don't have to come completely out either. All the way. Actually, now I can just slip it right out. Now we're going to go down here. Can we slip it out of that one too? I think we might be able to. Take this cable and slip it. Yep. Sweet. Okay. Oh, our zip tie just broke. We don't have to cut it. Alright, now we're going to have on the back side another bracket that we have to remove. And that is that little guy right down in there. We got our little 3/8 gear wrench here because there's no room to work on this machine. And this is just threaded into plastic, so it's kind of a pain, but it comes out. It's just slow going. If you weren't holding a camera, it'd probably go quicker, right? Can we set you down there? Oh, look at that, we can. This one, I'm not sure. I don't think you have to remove this one completely. I think you just have to loosen it enough to get. It's not wanting to lift, so let's just get it out of here. Oh, don't tighten it. What I should have done is I should have pressure washed this machine off before I hold it in here to make this repair. Alright, that should be loose enough to just get with our hand now. There's just not a lot of room to work in there. Sorry, I'm not even showing you guys. There we go, that's out. That bracket's off. Now our cable's out. Alright, so now that our cable's out, now we have to get that spring unhooked. And like I said, that is the pain in the butt. I don't know how easy it's going to be to show you how to do that. It might be one of those things where you just have to play with it, but I'll try. Alright, so now we've got that pulley right there. Let's see if I can get some different light on here so you can see it better. So this pulley right here, and you have to push it. See how you can push it over? So here's the tricky part. This is the part that took me so long last time to get worked out. So we push that guy over, then we reach in behind on the brake, kind of hold that with our thumb, and you can see, you see back there where that is hooked up? So we got to get it off of there now. So we got to hold the tensioner back, and we got to finagle this thing. And I promise you it's gonna annoy the crap out of you because it's not easy to get to. I gotta get like a screwdriver to get in there, I think. I think I used like a pry bar last time. I don't remember. It's been a little bit, but so I need to try to get this spring just there, which is much easier said than done.
See, you just can't see anything. Yeah, I need to go get that pry bar. Alright, so let's get us the pry bar back behind all this stuff to hold that over. Come on, get back there. Get back, there we go. Alright. Now don't drop this pry. Don't don't stick your hand in there when you got all this tension on, because I got this spring pulled back pretty far. I just don't understand why they had to make it so. Well, I do, because they want you to. All right, I'm losing the spring. They want you to pay a dealer to do this or something, which is ridiculous. Yep. Okay. Would it be easier to come in this way, maybe? I don't think so, but because you still have to get your hand down in there to get that spring off. You see what I'm saying, guys? How this is the biggest pain in the butt. Oh, I think we... Oh, I'm losing it. No, don't. Stay up there. Keep it up. Wonder if we could tip it up and get it from the bottom, maybe. There we go. It's out. Oh! We had it. Oh, dang it. Get it? There we go. There. So that's our problem. We had to finagle that spring out of there. Alright, I will release that. We'll get our new contraption here. Get it opened up and installed. I'm really excited about this metal sleeve over the new cable. I think that might just fix all the problems, or at least make it last a little longer. Alright, so first things first, let's just toss this cable aside and let's do this dirty deed and get this new one in. Here's our new spring, same as the old. Get our tensioner pried back opened. And it's not going to break your hand if this tensioner pops on you. It's just, certainly it'd be unpleasant, like that. But it's not terrible. There's not a terrible amount of tension on here. Just enough to maybe give you a bad day. Come on, don't fall off again. It just boggles my mind that anybody would have to make anything this difficult. One of the problems I'm continually having is this mower's wanting to travel on me. It's wanting to roll. And I'm sure there's other ways to do this, guys. This is just one way. It's in there. And there's really, I mean, from what I'm doing right now, there's really nothing to show. You just have to contort your hand back in there. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, really. You know, it's not, I know you guys probably can't see what's going on, but that's because there's no magic happening right now. You know, it's just, why is this thing wanting to keep, there we go. Come on, spring. All right, guys. So I finally just decided I'm gonna try this. I did it sitting down normal before. This time I got it tipped up on its side. I got the pry bar jammed in there pretty good. So now we're gonna try going through the bottom and seeing how this does, because see, our spring now is right here. So there's no way, I mean, you're not gonna see. You see up there, you're not gonna see. So I can't show you, but you just slip it through there, hook it around. Oh, come on. And then pull it. There we go. Now she's on. Now we can pull it back through this way. See, that's why we're doing this before we put it back down, because the spring's caught up on the pulley down here. So we'll pull it back through and there we go. All right, now we'll set her down, roll her back in the shop, and get this finished. All right, so we're gonna start off just running our cable into here. And I'm not going to tighten this down yet because it's going to need adjustment. So we're just going to get it set in there for now. Get that guy threaded in. It's not the drive that needs adjustment, it's the actual belt engagement, because I have been having issues with it lately where it just seems like the belts are really slow to engage, so it definitely needs some kind of adjustment in there. Like I said, just enough to hold that cable there while we route it around. And now we're gonna go, we got a zip tie, we got our zip ties that it came with. I'm probably gonna use those just initially, and then I'm gonna replace them with some of the black zip ties. But now we go up top. So now back up here, you want to run this cable around. Now remember, we have the other clamp down there that we have to contend with. I got this guy a little too tight down here. I got to loosen it a little bit. Just to be able to pull this. There we go. All right, so we go up through our first loop here. I think we have to pop this guy off, if I remember right. Yeah, because we have to spread it apart to get it back over, because this end piece is not going to fit through it. again. Stick it back on, bring it up. Touch our wiring, get it back in there. And then we're just gonna, this guy just twists out like that, so. A new one. Come on. Come on. Kind of like turn it up and then twist down. And we go through all of this. And this guy hooks to there. Then we have all of our adjustment we need to make. Get this guy back down. We need to put the other clamp back on. It was 3/8. Yes, it was. Remember the clamp we took off from right here? Now it's time to go back on. And I need to be aware, because I have my hour meter wiring right here, and the hour meter wiring is held down with the same clamp. The hour meter is not factory, it's something I added myself. But I was able to use the factory clamp to hold everything in there. Now we have this process for 25 minutes because you can't hardly move it. Okay, so it's probably important to note on this clamp here, this doesn't actually hold anything. It just keeps the cable out of the way of everything. Now we just need to go through and make all of our adjustments here. So we are going to put a zip tie around the factory location down here. If we can get it in there. Can we get it? Yeah, sure we can. Around all of our cables. Now we're going to come down to the bottom again. And this is where we make our adjustments. So I'll move you over here. So I'm going to tell you, I have no idea what the adjustment's supposed to be down here. But this is what I do. I just take it, pull it tight, not, not straining or anything, just pull it tight. And then tighten this bolt. There we go. And now we'll come up here and we'll just double check. It feels good. Engages. There's virtually no flex. I'll show you guys if I can. So with this new guy here, look at that. There's really no flex. That's amazing. I really like that. I never opened up this cable, this new cable, to be able to see any of that. I just assumed it was the same. Now the last thing we do is we just put we get rid of our flashlight, because we're not going to need that anymore. Then we got to put our little safety cover back on. But be aware, remember the wires I told you about? My aftermarket hour meter, don't want those dropping down in there. Come on, stay up here. Someday I should do something with those, but today is not that day because I got other stuff I want to do today. And see, there's a little guide over here for the cable to come through. So now we're pretty lined up. So let's get our 3/8 socket back out here. And we'll get these guys back. Alright, this job is done. Now we just wait until it gets a little later in the day because it's still early in the morning, and we'll start it up and test it. I need this for the next week though, so that's why I had to get it done today. Alright, move on to the next project.